This SAT question is pretty complicated. If I is equal to the square root of -1 and a plus bi times 1 plus I is equal to 3 plus 5i, then a plus bi is equal to... a plus bi is in this equation over here. So how do we isolate a plus bi? Well, first we would have to get rid of 1 plus I, and to do that we would have to divide both sides by 1 plus I, and that would give us a plus bi is equal to 3 plus 5i times 1 plus I. So let's solve for the right side. To divide this, we would have to multiply the top and bottom by the conjugate of the denominator. And the conjugate is just basically the same terms. So in this case it's 1 and I, but we change the operation. So instead of addition, it would be subtraction. So we multiply the top and bottom by that. So let's go through the numerator first. We have 3 plus 5i times 1 minus I. To multiply this, we could use the acronym FOIL to help us. F stands for multiplying the two first terms. 3 times 1 is 3. O stands for multiplying the two outer terms. 3 times -I is -3i. I stands for multiplying the two inner terms. 5i times 1 is positive 5i. And finally, L stands for multiplying the two last terms. And positive 5i times -I is -5i squared. As you can see, I is equal to the square root of -1. So if we square I, and in algebra this is a real value, so I squared would have to be equal to the square root of -1 squared would just be -1. We cancel out the square root symbol. So we could replace I squared over here with -1. So this would be 3 minus 3i plus 5i minus 5 times -1. And let's add up like terms. -3i plus 5i simplifies to 2i. And 5 times -1 is positive 5. And positive 5 plus 3 is positive 8. So that is for the numerator. Now let's multiply the denominator. Same thing. We multiply 1 plus I times 1 minus I. We will have to use FOIL to help us. The two first terms multiplied would just be 1. The two outer terms is -I. The two inner terms is positive I. And the two last terms multiplied would be -I squared. Again, we replace I squared with -1. So it's I minus I plus I minus -1. Let's add up like terms. -I plus I cancels out to 0. And negative times -1 is positive 1. Positive 1 plus 1 is 2. So that is for the denominator. Now let's put them together.